Hi everybody, Farmington Mayor Nate Duckett here with a new episode. We're going to jolt your journey today at the We Rock National Championships right here in Brown Springs in Farmington, New Mexico. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mayor's Table. I'm Farmington Mayor Nate Duckett. Today we are out at Brown Springs here in Farmington, New Mexico, or San Juan County, and we're here to showcase one of our biggest four-wheel drive events, actually probably the biggest four-wheel drive event that we host here annually, and that's the We Rock Grand National Championships. With me today is the founder, the owner, the everything, with him and his wife Shelly. This is Rich Klein. Rich is with We Rock. Rick, thanks for being here with us today.
Absolutely.
Also with us today is BLM Outdoor Recreation Planner, Stan Allison. So Stan, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thank you, Nate.
So Rich, this is a big event for our area, and we've kind of set this up with your help as 4x4 week in Farmington.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about We Rock, what you guys do, and how you ended up coming here to Farmington.
Well, it dates way back in 1998, I think, was the first event here, 99 maybe, with another organization, and then we did an event here in like 2004 or 5 with them, and then we were here in 2009 or 2007, and then again in 2009, and then we left for a few years, and back in 2016, and with the help of BLM and the local clubs, we were able to bring this sporting event back here to Farmington, and with the community support that we get, not only from the city and the county and BLM and Fish and Game and everybody else, it's a no-brainer that we use this area as our Grand Nationals.
Well, we're excited every year when this event comes up, and Cliffhangers has been a great partner with you guys in setting up some of the downtown events, the fall crawl, really trying to showcase the entire area around here where we are definitely touting as an outdoor lover's paradise. But the BLM component is really critical, Stan, because we're on public lands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think, and maybe in your dealings even, Rich, across where you guys operate, and you'll have to tell us how many of these you do each year, but do you do it a lot on public lands?
Actually, this is the only site in the United States where we use public lands. Everywhere else that we do is private property, some municipal, but
Okay.
not national public lands.
That's interesting. I would have thought there would have been other places where that would have been on a public land situation. That's interesting to find out. Stan, for the part that BLM plays in this, kind of talk about what this means for the federal government to be involved in an event like We Rock.
So the BLM is a multiple use agency, and one of the multiple uses is off-highway vehicles, so rock crawling like this. And we're here in the Glade Run Special Recreation Management area, the Brown Springs area, which is an open OHV area, which is put aside for this kind of use. And so it's perfectly appropriate here, and Rich and Shelly are great to work with. It's great for the city of Farmington, for the county, it's great for the BLM, and so it's a fun event. We have a good time, and it's your public lands, and this is one of the appropriate uses. So.
Now, we don't have anybody from San Juan County here, but they were able to actually obtain a grant through state funding that actually helped build the Brown Springs campground. Was money funneled to BLM, and you guys coordinated that and had that campground built. When you show up here and you see this campground now, what did you think about that?
It was phenomenal. Just the road access in here, for me to get my semi-truck and headquarters in here to be right at the event site, was a big turning point for us to coming back. And having the ability to get all the teams within a short walk and the spectators was key for an event like this. And having the camping on top of all that is just, it just doesn't happen. Yeah. So it's really great to see, the interagencies and the different levels of government working together and making it happen, especially for off-roaders, because typically in a lot of areas the off-roaders are, we're looked at or looked down upon because everybody thinks that all we do is trash the environment. And while we may abuse some of it, it is in areas where it is multiple use, and once it rains out here, you can't even tell we've been out here.
And like the Cliffhangers, the local club did an awesome job of doing a cleanup a couple of weeks ago before this event. They're out here throughout the year cleaning up trash, and so.
And they've kind of adopted some of the Brown Springs campground type stuff too as well.
Yeah.
And we've actually touted them. We talked with Rick Jenkins earlier, just kind of their buy-in and ownership of this area as a standard of which other groups, we would love them to take heed of and say, hey, you know what, we should be doing those same things for our use as well. So it's great to see Cliffhangers, which has been around since 77, 78. They take the lead in these things, and I'm happy about how things are kind of coming together right now for us.
Yeah, without their help, we couldn't do this. We have 25 judges out here this weekend helping, plus recovery vehicles, front gate staff, kids running waters to the volunteers. It's so awesome that the community can come together like this.
Rich, how many contestants are in this year's event?
This year we have 38, and 25 of those are sportsmen. So we're bigger on the sportsmen this year than we were last year.
Okay.
But we're real close to the same numbers for competitors. We didn't get as many East Coast guys coming out because unfortunately it was another competitor another competition on the East Coast by another organization that it was easier for them to stay home. And they knew they were going to get beat by our West Coast guys anyway.
Well, how many places do you go that has this kind of sandstone, as we look back here behind us, that has that type of layout for an event like this?
There's no place that has the vertical that is here. There's no place. We have granite up in like Donner Ski Ranch up in Truckee, California, down at Sand Hollow. We have sandstone, red rock. Lots of traction out there, but nothing has the verticals like we do here. So this is just awe-inspiring.
Now we're here staying on the second day. We're coming up towards the end of the event. But there's a really cool event that happens right here, and it's the shootout.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Stan said this is your favorite event. What about the shootout is really special for you, Stan?
Well, you get the best drivers going against each other. It's the last day. They're wanting to show off for the crowd. They're not quite as worried about breaking something at the end.
Yeah.
And so they really go for it. Yeah. And even if they're clearly heading the points, I mean, they usually put on a really good show for the crowd, and it's pretty amazing.
Exactly. The shootout is the final event after they've run their 8, 4 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday. We do the shootout. We'll take the top 4 unlimiteds on a course that they haven't driven before, and we throw them in there, and it's a chance for guys to move up or move down and change positions and go for that trophy and cash. But it's on lines that are extremely difficult or hair-raising, and you just never know what's going to happen.
Well, I'm excited to be out here to check that out. Gentlemen, is there anything you want to say before we close out this and go check out this shootout event?
Well, last thing I have to say is that we'll be back in the community every year at this time, the week after Labor Day, that first weekend, full weekend in September. We'll be here for as long as I'm doing it.
We heard it here on camera, sir.
No worries.
Stan, anything else you'd like to add?
Just thanks to Rich and Shelley for putting on an awesome event. Thanks to the Cliffhangers for helping out. And so, yeah, it's great. Thanks to you for promoting outdoor recreation
absolutely.
in Farmington.
I see this as an opportunity to showcase the Four Corners area. When we talk about Farmington, when we talk about economic development and the Outdoor Recreation Initiative, we're really talking about the 4-state region that's around us. This is an event that I would like to see people from Utah and Arizona and Southern Colorado really coming down for and supporting, because it's economic development for their area too. It drives people to Durango when people are here four-wheeling in Farmington. So we're thankful for your investment in this area, sir, and thankful for all the volunteers who've been out here celebrating the Grand Nationals of We Rock. So thanks for joining us here on the Mayor's Table. We hope you'll come back next time. We'll have some more Jolt Your Journey opportunities right here.